Welcome back. With temperatures heating up and school almost out for summer, a lot of kids will be spending time outdoors. Pediatrician Dr. Robert Wittrock from St. John Pediatric and Adolescent Medicine is here to help us make sure we're protecting children when they're in the sun. So thank you so much for joining us.
Right, yeah. So the things I wanted to talk to you guys about today is that sun damage for kids is a lifelong thing. It's additive. All the sun exposure over your life can affect you later on. And what we're trying to do is prevent skin cancers or skin damage. So there are 3 different ways that I like to recommend protecting your kids against the harmful UV rays. One, you got to know what kind of sun lotion to buy. I've got 3 examples here.
There's so many options.
Two examples here. One is copper tone 50 SPF, which is kind of the factor that they use to determine how much UV is blocked by the sun. And then 30. There are all sorts of different kinds of brands. Usually just something that has 30 SPF is good enough. It blocks about 97% of the harmful ultraviolet rays.
So do the numbers actually matter?
A little bit. Once you kind of go from 30 to 50 to 75, up and up, it matters as far as, small percentage points. Going from 30 to 50, it matters about 1%, from 97% to 98% blocked by the sunscreen. There are some additives in them that can help. Things that I kind of look for are titanium oxide, zinc oxide. Those are little metals that are in the sunscreen that can help absorb some of the UV.
Yeah, and know, when parents see kind of the spray bottles versus the lotion, a lot of times they maybe go for the spray bottle because it's a little bit quicker. Should they be going for the lotion, or does it matter? Personally,
I prefer the lotions because the spray and the roll-on stuff can kind of be inconsistent sometimes. You don't know exactly how much they're getting. And another point is, whenever you do put it on, I usually recommend about an ounce or a tablespoon per each body part. So squeeze about a tablespoon, which is about the palm of your hand, and put it on your arm, another one, another arm, face, chest, body, for each body part.
And how often should people reapply this to their kids?
Usually reapply if they're just out in the sun every 2 or 3 hours. But if they're in the water or they're sweating a lot, about every hour, hour and a half.
And what are the things that parents should be most worried about with their kids?
The sunburns. If their sunburn is really, really bad, take it to a pediatrician, make sure that there's not some further kind of treatment to take care of. But usually sunburns can kind of be taken care of with some warm or some wet compresses or some aloe vera.
Awesome.
Yeah. On top of doing the lotions, it's important to have long sleeve shirts and some hats to kind of help shade the child.
Definitely. Yeah. All right, well, thank you so much for joining us. And if you have a question for today's doctor or any of the doctors on the Noon Show, you can email them to noonshow@newson6.net, or you can go to our Facebook page.